What is up, y'all? We are totally doing Sagittarius and Capricorn tonight. How are y'all doing on this fantastic Friday? Hello, Lindsay. Hello, Shannon. Hope y'all are doing a-okay. I'm just kind of getting situated here. I did technically start the live stream at like 29 after, so I don't know if there's necessarily a good reason for starting so early, but what is up? Sagittarius Collective. Howdy, howdy, folks. Welcome back to Free Will Tarot. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate it. If you are viewing this video from YouTube, do keep in mind you can always fast forward through these first 10 minutes and skip all of the waiting and go straight to the reading. Thank y'all for being patient with me. For those of you that are joining me live and have to put up with waiting the full 10 minutes. Oh, I almost forgot to put some relaxing music. Uh-oh. Aha. Maybe. I wonder how long my phone will last. With 8%. If the music at any point in time is too loud, let me know, or is too distracting. Definitely let a brother know. Let a bro know that loud music has got to go. I don't feel like my old phone is going to last too long. If I was smart, I would have put it on the charger earlier, but is a-okay. Let's get comfy, Rick. All right, Sagittarius, what is going on with my hair? I cannot keep fixing it out the video. Quit being such a Virgo ascendant perfectionist, Rick. Alrighty, Sagittarius Collective. About 7 minutes or less. Sagittarius Collective. Y'all's birthday is coming up. Y'all have any plans? Any plans for the Sagittarius birthday? Maybe going on a road trip, going to see your favorite artist in concert. So no, just another day. I keep seeing a video in my YouTube feed about, it's entitled something about the psychology behind people that view their birthday as just another day. I've been meaning to watch that video, but I have not yet. I am super curious as to what it has in store, like what info or what it's got to say about people that view their birthday as just another day. Not that there's anything wrong with it. Hubby goes on a guy's trip. Ooh. I figured most of my Sagittarius Collective, most of them, maybe not all, but most of them are probably women. Maybe there's a Taylor Swift concert that y'all are planning to go see. If I'm not mistaken, I think Taylor Swift is a Virgo. Maybe y'all are trying to go see Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera, or maybe even Katy Perry. I'm not even sure if they're on the road at the moment, but all three of them are Sagittariuses. Little zodiac trivia. Is Taylor a Sag? Okay. I could have swore she was a Virgo, but hey, it kind of makes sense. I guess there was a reason why I brought her up then. I mean, besides the fact that she did just release a new album. I'm only saying all this to kill a little bit of time because I've got less than 4 minutes till the Sagittarius reading, so it's a thing. Do keep in mind, Sagittarius Collective, I will be uploading this live stream video recording to my YouTube channel. My moon is Capricorn and my friend is Sag. We are going to a concert tomorrow in Cincinnati. Nice. Well, definitely be safe. That sounds like fun, actually. But that kind of thing also takes money. And I don't even have the money to buy myself a new acoustic guitar, which is like $300 the last time I checked. I've been week by week saving up to get little things here and there taken care of with my car, because as you know, it's winter coming up. Winter weather has been upon us sooner and sooner. So I'm doing my best to prepare for that travel-wise. Make sure that I have a safe trip to work every morning and every afternoon. But yes, I would love to get me an acoustic guitar or like a keyboard of some sort and just jam out. Have my own concert, if y'all know what I mean. We got less than 2 minutes, y'all, before the Sagittarius Collective reading. If y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate you. It said you need a Sagittarius in your life to spoil you, then just saying, aw, I so appreciate that. Happy early birthday to all the Saggies. I'm sure I will be saying this all Saggy season. What's that? From late November to mid-December. Yes. Last one, you are too thoughtful. I appreciate your words of kindness. With that being said, 39 after. We are about to start the Sagittarius reading. Whoops. What does the Sagittarius Collective need to know moving forward? What does the Sagittarius reading? The Sagittarius Collective needs to know moving forward. Back to cleaning carpets. Love you bunches. Love you, Zandra. Hope all is well. I mean, I literally seen you in the last week or two, but I mean, anything can change. Hope you're feeling better as far as not having the birds around. She said, aw shucks. Thanks, my guy. Y'all, what do we have for the Sagittarius Collective What do we have for the Sagittarius? What does Sagittarius need to know moving forward for the next week ahead? 40 after. Let's get 3 more shuffles, y'all. A 1. A 2. A 3. Alrighty, y'all. If you are new here, I am about to do the bridge shuffle. The bridge shuffle. That's right. And when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal for y'all to send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety so I can cut this deck. Alrighty, here it is, y'all. The bridge shuffle. There it is, and there it was. TWAS twas, the bridge shuffle. We are now going to cut the deck with y'all's sharp and pointy objects. Alrighty. That knife does not go unnoticed. Shannon, thank y'all for participating so I can cut this deck. It's not necessarily necessary, but it's fun for y'all, I would like to think. Alrighty, Sagittarius Collective. Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is the situation, the challenge, your person of interest, the common ground and or similarity between you both, and here is the possible outcome and or advice. Alrighty. So, do keep in mind, Sagittarius Collective. Oh, I almost forgot. We are going to, per usual, continue the tradition of clarifying these tarot cards with 5 more oracle cards so we can get more info from the tarot. Alright, 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alright, clarifying the situation, clarifying the challenge, clarifying the person of interest, clarifying the similarities or common ground between you both, and clarifying the possible outcome and or advice. Is this for Cap? No, Rosie girl. This is for Sagittarius Collective. Thank you for asking, though. And yes, one more time, do keep in mind, Sagittarius Collective, I will be pulling 1 more oracle card from the Gothic Oracle deck, so we can get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these 10 cards in this specific order. With that being said, let's get into your reading, shall we? I think we shall. In the situation, we have Spirit Guardian of Summer, Expansion with the 10 of Cups. If y'all would like to see that artwork, there it is. I mean, it's kind of similar. There's a blue sky in the background. No matter the case. Expansion with 10 of Cups. I do believe that you have a certain, wrong card, a certain idea or a vision or feeling even of your happily ever after. Maybe this certain person just does it for you, or they give you butterflies to some degree. Hopefully this bird here in the corner of the card doesn't swoop up and eat them. But no matter the case, with expansion, it could be that you're expanding upon your vision of what it means to live happily ever after. I mean, what else could be said about this coupling, this pair? 10 of Cups, happily ever after, or at least what you envision it to feel like. This is what it's going to feel like. Oh, so happy. And I'm going to try to stay in that vibration as long as I can until it manifests in the physical. Expansion gives me a thought that maybe you're expanding upon that idea. Maybe that idea is expanding and or growing, and or your vision is widening instead of being so narrow-minded as far as, no, this is what it looks like, this is how it feels. Well, beliefs can always change. They're supposed to be flexible. I would like to think, anyways. And I mean, emotions, yes, are indeed temporary, but to some extent, would you not think that emotions could expand as well? And that, with that logic, with that being said, we have Storm Spirit, Chaos, and the Eight of Swords in the challenge. I never noticed that in this card that we have Storm Spirit, Chaos. We have Zeus in the corner there with his lightning bolt. But yes, the Eight of Swords and Chaos in the challenge. It feels like maybe once upon a time you found it difficult to invest in this person. The Eight of Swords, it's almost like I can't see where this relationship is going. I'm all up in my head. Maybe people keep gaslighting me, saying that you're overthinking it. And it's like, well, how much thinking is overthinking versus how much thinking of it is the right amount versus am I not thinking about it enough? Is there some perspective I'm not seeing? Right? I do feel like this being in the challenge, though, you see a certain direction with this person. You find it challenging to be all up in your head. Now maybe you're feeling the situation with your heart space. Maybe you find it challenging to be in chaotic energy, or you find it challenging to see the chaos anymore. Maybe the storm has passed. It's a good way of looking at it, especially if it's in the challenge. Which, as y'all may or may not know, I view any cards, even clarifying cards, as a reversal or the opposite interpretation. With that being said, Sanctuary, that's Mystic Meadow, Sanctuary, and Two of Wands. I'll show you all the artwork for that one as well. Two of Wands, Mystic Meadow, Sanctuary. So first off, this person in your environment with the Two of Wands, they're at a crossroads, a crossroad. They're at a couple of crossroads. If it's singular, yes, they're at a crossroad. But I mean, to some degree, there's got to be more than one crossroad, so they're at a pair of crossroads. Let's put it that way. I'm not sure how Sanctuary could tie into their crossroad that they're at, or crossroads, whatever. They're wanting to plan for the future, though. Maybe they have some sort of sanctuary already built or invested into. Maybe they themselves would like to expand and or add some expansion to whatever they're building. But it's like, is Sagittarius going to join me on my journey of sanctuary? Am I planning without them? Am I planning with them? Are they going to reach out to me? Should I reach out to them? I don't feel like you and this person, if this is a past person, are necessarily like, how do I want to word that? Like in troubled waters, or there's any storm, brewing, or any like misunderstanding or miscommunications going on. I don't feel like there's any hard feelings. Let's put it that way. So yes, it could be that now they're waiting on you, or they're waiting for a sign to reach out to you, possibly. I mean, they've built some sort of sanctuary for themselves. When I think of sanctuary, though, I feel like there's peace in this person's life. They found some sort of peace. They're at peace with themselves. It could be that they've found peace through the chaos and whatever you and them shared. We have Wisdom and the Wheel of Fortune wisdom in the Wheel of Fortune and the similarities or common ground between you both, it could be that you both have learned a lot of lessons and gained some wisdom through these experiences. It could be that you both are applying those lessons, because it's not enough to say, well, I learned my lesson. Okay, but what's going to happen when the next test by the universe wants to come around? Are you going to apply the lesson, or are you going to fail the test again, right? I definitely feel like you both are passing a test. Could possibly very well be. But also with the Wheel of Fortune for me, it feels like you both have affirmations that you're either speaking consciously or maybe subconsciously, unconsciously, whatever the difference is there. But it's almost like you both deserve, and you feel this, that you both deserve love, you deserve luck. Maybe you both are consciously, as I mentioned, speaking these affirmations. You know, why is it that I'm so lucky? Why is it that all these blessings keep coming towards me, or that I'm attracting all these blessings? Why is it that I'm so healthy? Thank you for all the good health. Thank you for this, thank you for that. You can make your own list of, what you're grateful for. But yes, when the Wheel of Fortune turns in our favor, I don't feel like it's on accident. You know what I'm saying? What's that saying about opportunity is only luck and preparation, or like the right timing and preparation? Something to that effect. I'm sure y'all have heard it before, maybe not, but yes, opportunity. Something to that effect. Y'all get the gist. It's like if you prepare for something enough, it's going to happen, basically. So that is the similarities or common ground between you both. We do have Wild Rose Fairy, Love, and yes, I'm still listening to that. Thank you, YouTube. And Five of Wands. What is going on here? At the very least, the possible outcome with the Five of Wands could be that there could be some healthy competition between you both. Like, hey, look at this song I wrote on guitar. Really? I've got a guitar too and I write songs, but that is a really good song. Let me see if I can come up with one better. Oh, wow. You did one better than me? Well, I guess I'm just going to have to try to do better my next song. Yes, this is the Sagittarius collective reading. That could definitely be healthy competition, right? With the Five of Wands. That's at the very least, though. The worst case scenario with the Five of Wands could be where you enter the storm all over again. Misunderstandings, arguments, verbal fighting. Hopefully it doesn't get physical. I don't condone that, so I'm just going to use other examples, aka verbal fighting. But yes, Five of Wands with love. Is it that you both speak different love languages? Is that where the misunderstandings, the miscommunication are coming from? Like, if you love me, then you'd show it. Well, that's fine and dandy, but my love language is words of affirmation. Well, I kind of need, acts of service. Or, why don't you ever hug me or, give me high fives? Technically, that's a bad example of physical touch, but y'all get the gist, right? Maybe there is a difference of love languages. If this is the possible outcome, maybe there is a difference of love languages that you both are observing, in which I would suggest Googling or asking ChatGPT, how can I be more understanding towards their love language, which is so on and so forth, ... etc., etc. And then vice versa, how can I communicate my love language to them and help them understand what I need, what my needs are, etc., etc. as well. If this is the advice, that's pretty good advice that I just explained right there and then. Y'all, this is a pretty unexpected reading. I kind of like it though. It's pretty colorful. With that being said, we have one card we need to pull from the Oracle deck to end out this reading and get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these cards. Sagittarius. 3 more shuffles. A 1. A 2. A 3. Alright, top card is the card we need to see to end out the Sagittarius Collective reading. Ooh, don't we love owls? I don't get this owl card, owl messenger, as often as I'd like. What is the deeper message with this card? I want to show you all the artwork in this card once more. Gotta love it. It's almost as if, well, the owl is obviously being like tossed into the air as like a message to someone else. And I love how we have this owl in the wisdom card. Owl spirit. How crazy cool is that? Do y'all have any relevance to owls? Owls are one of my favorite. Exactly. Any relevance? Does anyone else love owls? Do you have any stories as far as like maybe you rescue an owl? You have an owl tap. That's a good one. That's a good example. I was just curious, but Owl Messenger. I don't get this card as often as I'd love to. Owl Messenger. Communications. Indian totem pole is owl for me also. That is neat. I'm gonna have to look that up and see if there's any more like synchronicity within that. Communications though. I mean, yeah, like I said, it could be that y'all are needing to like communicate more about your needs moving forward. It could be that this person is waiting for that communication when Sagittarius is over here just imagining what it would be like, what it would feel like, what it would look like. You know, and maybe if I hold on to that feeling long enough, it'll manifest in my physical, 3D environment. I don't feel like you're any longer overthinking about it or thinking unnecessarily. I don't know how I want to word that, but I don't feel like you're overthinking this anymore. There's no chaos in the situation. Y'all have both learned lessons. Maybe it's time to communicate again. Communications, though. Owl Messenger. A young woman casts an owl from her balcony. Holding a scroll between its claws, the bird flies into the sky with great speed and its eyes firmly set on its destination. In our modern age, we receive many messages throughout our day. We no longer rely on just the mail carrier to deliver letters and documents, since we now have an array of electronic means for sending and receiving information. If you have drawn this card, it would seem that a message is headed in your direction. Is this information or confirmation you have been waiting on, or will it be a complete surprise? As well as personal greetings, letters, and general correspondence, the card also suggests contracts or much-awaited test results. Although Owl Messenger can predict mail arriving on your doorstep, it can also encourage you to put pen to paper, so to speak. Have you got forms that need filling out and sending, or might a loved one appreciate a call or some kind of contact? A message could make their day. A message could make their day. Yeah, as I mentioned, it's fine and dandy that we're trying to remain positive, you know. But I mean, if this person doesn't really know what you're thinking, how you're feeling, then there's always going to be some sort of misunderstanding, especially if there's miscommunications or no communication. It literally could just be a difference of love languages, which is not a bad thing. As long as you and this person are willing to communicate about what those love languages are and setting boundaries, you know, healthy boundaries. Alrighty. Y'all, I hope this helped. I hope it was informative to some degree. Maybe even entertaining. Because, I mean, y'all don't necessarily have to take these readings seriously, but I definitely appreciate it, at least halfways. The other half could literally just be entertainment. Thanks, Rick. Nice read. Thank you, Shannon, for stopping by. Thank y'all for stopping by, Sagittarius Collective. This reading was on point. Nice. I appreciate the validation, y'all. Do keep in mind, future readings will also be uploaded to my YouTube channel, Free Will Tarot. Same logo behind me. Trying to love language with you, just saying, have a great night, my guy. Hot up in here. Y'all, thank you for all the love and support, for real. I hope to see y'all either in the next Sagittarius reading or maybe another reading sometime between now and then. That being said, I must shuffle these cards back into the deck and start the Capricorn reading. Y'all have a great night as well to the Sagittarius Collective. One more time, happy birthday. I know it's not technically your birthday yet, but happy early birthday to all the Sagittarius Collective, all the beautiful Saggies out there. With that being said, let's get right into the Capricorn reading, shall we? Capricorn Collective, what do we have for the Capricorn Collective? I need 5 more cards to be shuffled into their decks. Alrighty, Capricorn. How are y'all doing tonight on this beautiful Friday evening? What do we have for the Capricorn Collective? Capricorn Collective. What does the Capricorn need to know moving forward for the next week ahead? What does the Capricorn need to know moving forward for the next week ahead? I feel like these cards are shuffled good enough. Let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? Alright, we need 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty, Capricorn Collective, if you are new here, I'm about to do the bridge shuffle. And when I do the bridge shuffle, that is the signal to go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety. Oh yes, Capricorn. I need scissors or swords, knives, sharp cheese, tridents, clothespins, thumbtacks, something of that nature so I can cut this deck. Here it is. And there 'twas, TWAS 'twas, the bridge shuffle. Go ahead and send me scissors or anything sharp and pointy of the emoji variety, for that matter. Only because it's fun. Ooh, a dolphin. Thank you for the dolphin. I appreciate that. Alrighty, y'all. Even if you don't participate, I'm cutting the deck nonetheless. Alright, Capricorn Collective. Sun, Moon, and or Rising, maybe even Venus. Here is your situation. The challenge. Here is your person of interest. Here is the similarities, or are the similarities and or common ground between you both. And here is the possible outcome and or advice. We have 2 returning tarot cards from the Sagittarius reading. I do hope that somehow it's either a different message or at least a somewhat happy ending, but we are going to clarify those tarot cards because, as y'all may or may not know, the oracle cards can add a plot twist as to like what information, what cards come out in combination with the first 5 tarot cards. With that being said, what does the Capricorn Collective need to know moving forward? What does Capricorn need to know moving forward? Three more shuffles, maybe. Put these cards back. 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty. We are clarifying the situation, clarifying the challenge, clarifying the person of interest, clarifying the similarities or common ground between you both, and clarifying the possible outcome and or advice. That doesn't really explain that card, but whatevs and such. Alrighty, Capricorn Collective, do keep in mind at the end of the reading we are going to be pulling 1 oracle card from the Gothic Oracle deck to get a deeper understanding as to why we pulled these first 10 cards in this specific order. Alrighty, Capricorn Collective, let's get into your reading, starting with the situation. Mystic Meadow Sanctuary, that's another returning oracle card. I actually haven't checked out what oracle cards have came out, but it's almost as if your sanctuary has been turned upside down or interrupted or maybe taken away or maybe has been threatened. That's a good way of explaining sanctuary and 9 of Swords. I mean, look at this figure with the 9 of Swords. This person is waking up from a nightmare and realizing, oh wait, it's just a nightmare. But wait, I live in a nightmare as long as I, the Capricorn, and this person still have an issue or a problem that isn't going away until we deal with it, until we face it. That problem could have something to do with the sanctuary that is this relationship, that is tied to maybe your job, tied to a hobby. No matter what area of your life, I do feel like your sanctuary, maybe not a physical place, keep that in mind, it could be metaphoric, a sanctuary that you've built for yourself, let's say, metaphorically building, right? It could be that this sanctuary has been threatened to be taken away or is under attack to some degree. I mean, why else would you be stressing out or having anxiety about the future of this sanctuary of yours? Right? We have growth and the 2 of Wands in the challenge. Another card, yes, the tarot card. 2 of Wands was in the Sagittarius reading, but it was in the other person's energy. Needless to say, it's almost as if like maybe you've chosen a path. Maybe you've chosen a path and maybe you're regretting choosing a specific path, Capricorn, because there's no growth down this path. that you've chosen. With the Two of Wands, it's like, hey, yes, I am planning in this direction. I am taking action in this direction. Well, wait, hold up. Now I have to like take a step back because I'm technically backstepping or sidestepping. No, not sidestepping. What's the word I'm looking for? To backtrack? Yeah. No. Whatev's the case. Two of Wands in the challenge. Backpedaling. Yes. Thank you. It's almost as if like you're going forward, but then realizing, oh no, I don't like this path. I don't like where I'm headed, actually. It felt good at first, but now it doesn't feel so good. I find it challenging to choose this path and plan down this path because now I understand that there's no growth. Or it at the very least, is difficult to find the growth or see it, let's say. This person, it makes sense why there's either no growth or why you're having some sort of anxiety or stress over them, because they are keeping their cards to themselves. They're keeping their investment, their energy, their effort to themselves. They're being stingy. They're possibly being stingy with their time. They possibly have other plans as far as manifesting their dreams. Maybe. That literally could be it, like, no, these are my dreams. You know, I can't let you into my own sanctuary. It's like, well, what the heck? I thought I had sanctuary with you. I thought this was our sanctuary, not just yours. Is this something that we're both investing money, energy, effort, time into, or is this something of yours that you're just going to be stingy about and leave me out in the cold? I mean, that is the next card, is the Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold, you know, abandoning the other person, or feeling abandoned. Not even just by the other person, but like, in what way could they be abandoning themselves? I'm talking about the Capricorn collective as well. You know, but we don't have the Five of Pentacles here. It's literally just this person being stingy with their time, their energy, their ideas, as far as how to manifest these dreams of both of y'all's. I mean, this should be a shared dream, a shared manifestation. But if they're being stingy about this, then what the heck? We have joy and the Eight of Swords. What a combination. Joy and the Eight of Swords, and the similarities or common ground between you both. Let's first talk about the returning card, the Eight of Swords, which was in the challenge of the Sagittarius collective reading. If this is the similarities or common ground between you both are overthinking this. And I mean, that's not me trying to gaslight anyone, because I'm sure there could be a little bit of gaslighting on both parts, both you and this person, Capricorn. I mean, Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords is your primary and secondary energy. Overthinking, possibly, or at least up in your head, not knowing what path to go down if this was the wrong path to choose, and stressing about it, maybe not getting enough sleep. Whereas their primary energy is like, no, this is mine. This is my dream. This is my manifestation. I can't give it to you. I can't believe I trusted you with this, and it's stressing me out. Right? I don't know why the Joy card is coming in, but it's almost like maybe you both are having some sort of fast realization. If this is a hummingbird spirit, I'm going to keep in mind that hummingbirds are like super quick. So maybe there is some sort of like super quick realization that, wow, this is actually more stressful than I'd like it to be for the both of you. And now we have the third returning tarot card, which is the Five of Wands, which is in the same placement actually as the Sagittarius's collective reading. The possible outcome and or advice. If this is the possible outcome, at the very least, it'd be awesome if you and this person could have some sort of healthy, may I remind y'all, healthy Winter Jayla, you want a recap, and there is a problem with that. If I'm going to give you a recap, then I need you to promise me, right? This isn't just me giving in to your wishes. I need equal give and take here. I need you to set an alarm for Friday nights around 16 minutes ago. 16 minutes ago. This has got to be an equal give and take. I'm definitely willing to give a recap. But like this late in the game as well. Okay, not a problem? Cool. Before we get too deep into... You don't even have to apologize. No apologies necessary, but before we get into the possible outcome and or advice, I will give a really quick recap, and we'll see how easy or difficult this will be for me with my time management skills. Okay, Sanctuary, Eight of Swords. I do feel like... Wait a second. That's the wrong card. Sanctuary, Nine of Swords. My bad. I do feel like the Capricorn collective is stressing out about a sanctuary, metaphorically, that they have built. Maybe a hobby they're trying to monetize. Maybe a business that they have. Capricorns are very responsible in that sense, that they might have businesses or at least a manager position. Let's say it that much. I feel like you and this person had a vision, had an idea, had an agreement that you were going to collaborate or cooperate with each other on this like business, this hobby, this relationship at the very least. And it's the sanctuary, let's say, is being threatened or is under attack to some degree. The challenge with growth and the Two of Wands tells me that you both, or at least you, this is your reading, chose this path, and now you're like putting the foot on the brake as far as like, whoa, I find it challenging to plan for this future, that for this path that I've chosen. There's no growth here, or at least we find it challenging to find growth in this situation with this person. This person of interest, someone outside your own personal bubble with the Four of Pentacles and manifesting dreams, are being stingy with their time, money, energy, effort. They're not wanting to budge on something, and it makes sense why you'd be stressing out, because this is supposed to be, like you and I, an equal give and take, right? It's supposed to be an equal give and take, and if this person isn't willing to share their energy or their efforts or their ideas about what dreams you both are manifesting, then what's the freaking point, you know? We're supposed to be passing the ball, not holding on to the ball and making sure the person doesn't, you know, take off and go home with that ball. Like, no, that's not just my ball, it's our ball. We're supposed to be passing the ball back and forth. With the Eight of Swords and Joy and the common ground and or similarities between you both, I do feel like there's a little bit of yes. What's the word? Especially with the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is a analysis paralysis. It's almost as if you both are analyzing the situation, like, how did it get this far? How did it get this bad? Like, we want joy out of this whole situation, this whole connection, but maybe there's a fast realization that, oh my goodness, we can't see where this is going, and we'd rather not see where this is going. It's almost as if, like, maybe you, I don't want to say that, but like, I'm still curious as to like why this card of joy is here in the first place, so bear with me, because like I don't feel like you both enjoy overthinking or having analysis paralysis. But it's almost given me a feeling with like, because it's hummingbird, right? Y'all, excuse me. All right, that's the last time. It gives me a feeling with the hummingbird that this realization is coming in fast. That maybe there was joy in this, but like something is happening fast where you both are like analyzing like, holy crap, we can see this car crashing, but like there's nothing we can do to stop it. Obviously, we have free will. We definitely can stop any situation if we wanted to. All we have to do is speak up, express our feelings, our thoughts. And I mean, if this person isn't on board with expressing themselves or their thoughts, then what are you to do with that effort or that lack of effort, that lack of expressing themselves? Like, okay, well, I'm just going to go over here with someone that is willing to invest time, money, energy, effort into me and my dreams and their dreams alike, right? This is supposed to be a shared experience, which is why at the very least with the possible outcome and or advice, I'm really hoping that the Five of Wands is healthy and friendly competition. You know, oh, you wrote a song on that acoustic guitar that you own? That's an amazing song. Let me try to do better. Whoa, you did write a better song than the one I did. Let me see if I can one-up you in a friendly way, and we can push each other in a healthy way to do better and become better versions of ourselves as far as like songwriting. It's a good metaphor, right? It could be that you both are needing to purify this metaphor as far as pushing each other to become better people. However, it could be you might need to purify yourself of all of this fighting, arguing, misunderstanding, miscommunication, lack of communication, which could possibly be leading you to stress out and feel like, no, there's no growth here. If there's no cooperation, then, I mean, what are you to do with that lack of effort, right? If they're not going to help the situation, they're hurting the situation, basically. With that being said, we have one oracle card to pull to end out this reading. I hope that was a good enough recap for everyone. Thank you all for being patient with me as I sped through. Yeah. I like inventing new words anyways, so speedily, yes. Did a recap for y'all. A recap for the Capricorn. Call it a Recapricorn. What do we have for the Capricorn collective so we can end out this reading? One more reminder, if y'all are new here, definitely hit that follow button. I so appreciate y'all, because there's other tarot readers you could be watching, and you chose to hang out with me. There's other things you could be doing on a Friday night, and y'all chose to hang out with me. So thank you so much. I so appreciate you. With that being said, we need 3 more shuffles. A 1, a 2, a 3. Alrighty. Top card is the card we need to see to end out the Capricorn reading. Oh man. Dang, I said it was last time and it wasn't. The Rose Fairy. I need to just like... I couldn't though. There's a reason this card keeps coming up. I mean, it is Scorpio season. There are going to be transformations happening. There's going to be rebirths happening. Maybe tower moments, for all I know. There it was. Rose Fairy, though. Rose Fairy is not a good card to be pulling. I don't know how many times I pulled this card this week. 3 at the most, including now. But, I mean, the more I pull these cards, the better I have a chance of remembering the deeper meaning, because each of these cards has a term, a specific one-word definition to the card. And that card, that word for this card is pain. Go figure. With that being said, to get into the guidebook, before I get into the guidebook talks about how pain and love, or romance, whatever they speak on, they are intimate sisters, and you can't live with or without, I don't know how they word that, but you can't live without one or the other, basically. They both have to exist simultaneously, like yin and yang. Yin and yang, yes. I keep wanting to say yin and yang, but yin and yang. With that being said, Rose Fairy. Okay. Rose Fairy. There we go, pain. A windswept fairy lands on a tomb where beautiful blood-red roses grow. They are enticing, but one must remember that every rose has its thorns. Love in its many forms is something most of us desire, whether it is the care and attention of a lover or the warmth of a friend, parent, or child that you yearn for. Like the red rose, a symbol of romantic love, it can be beautiful as it unfolds from a first delicate meeting to a committed relationship in bloom. However, to be open to love is to be vulnerable to pain. One cannot exist without the other, like the crimson flower decorated by their thorns. If you have drawn this card, you may have been scratched by the sharp edges of love. To give your heart, romantically or otherwise, may have left you unguarded and prey to the dishonesty of others or unkindness of circumstance. Okay. Unfortunately, love and pain are intimate sisters, unable to be separated. You may be feeling hurt and grief, or are resting beneath a cloud of personal tragedy. The only way of moving through this is to accept that life and love is a mix of light and darkness, if healing is to become your next step. Take time to grieve and recover, but remember that you are strong enough to overcome the trials you are facing. They said, sadly, this card resonates. I am sorry that this card even has to be a thing. I almost wonder what I can do, because like back in the day when I was living at my sister's house, I would pull, oracle cards for the overall theme and or topic at the end of the reading. And what I would do there is I would place those cards that I would pull from the oracle deck every night in like a separate stack until Saturday night, when I can then shuffle all of them that I've already used for that week back into the deck. Does that make sense? So basically, every single zodiac sign would get a fresh, new card instead of having to pull this mofo of a card like 3 times a week. How fair is that? Right? We can at least get a different message for every zodiac sign, so I'm definitely going to try next week. Sorry. But yes, next week I'm going to definitely put all the oracle cards I use for the last card that I pull for the readings. I'm going to put those in a separate pile, and then y'all can get a fresh new card pulled for you every night. Every new zodiac sign will have a fresh new ending for the reading. With that being said, Capricorn, this is what I have for y'all. I'm sorry if this is resonating for you. This too shall pass, though. Do keep this in mind. This too shall pass. You will see that it was a blessing in disguise that you weren't able to move forward with this person. Maybe in a year, you'll be like, I am so glad that ended. Even if it didn't end the way I would have liked it to, I'm glad it ended nonetheless. With that being said, y'all, maybe I'll see you in the next Capricorn collective reading next Friday night, or any other collective reading between now and then. I am uploading these live stream videos to my YouTube channel. Please do subscribe to that YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any of the information in the readings for future live streams, especially if you have a life like all of us do and have to miss out on these live streams at any given time. Alrighty, y'all. One more time, much love. Take care. Thank you all for all the love and support. Right back at you. And have a good night, y'all. And thank you for the rose. I appreciate you.